Oh, get him. Oh, yeah. Drop it, boy. One shot.
The Americans are dying.
You know, in my experience, it is not wise to throw any type of grenade uphill. What's that? The hammer. Oh, we're pounding nothing.
A little bit of Minecraft going on here.
Yep. Yeah, we're Minecrafting. Oh, nice. Look at this map. So you start out each mission, question mark, with a kind of overview of the map, or is that just something you could do during game?
It looks like there's like a planning phase where everybody sees where they're at, and then you can plan your attack, and you control squads, right? Yeah, each player controls different squads. I love the forest. I love the look of the game too. This game's been out for a little bit. It's a little more Arma-like, with the movement being a little bit slower, not more kind of arcade action orientation, you know?
Thompson, not necessarily the best long-range weapon, because it's shooting that 45, but let's see if we can get a little closer and make some things happen here. Canting around corners.
Hey, I like in the game that you can see where your other teammates are at. That's really helpful. Always helpful with like Blue Force Tracker, but in World War II, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. If only you could see little floating icons in real life. Back then, just communication was such a big factor there, because you don't want to commit fratricide, which is a fancy word of saying friendly fire. All right, where are we shooting?
Someone in the distance cry, the distant scream of a dying soldier.
Yeah! All right, come around this corner.
It's funny, you know, he turned around then he turned around and shot that guy on the ground. You know, we had a rules of engagement that once you pass that line of advance past the guy, he was technically, if he was still alive, he was technically, you got to take care of him.
Geneva suggestions.
Yeah, the tanks are really buggy. So like the heavy Shermans have this bag on the right side of the tank. If you get shot in the bag,
I don't know if you see any of their tanks.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if that was a friendly smoke coming in.
The in-game communication, I like it when it gives you the chance to communicate between your teammates.
We've seen it in like some of these hardcore, Milsim games where the teams, they're not just a bunch of people entering a lobby together, actually, well-oiled machine that practice a lot together. So inter-team communication, especially not just in the game, you are drowning. Not just in the game, but in real life, it's so pertinent to mission success. It's really going to drive to see, how well you can work together as a team. And if you've worked together in a team in the past, you mentioned SOPs, right? Standard operating procedures. Those don't just come naturally. They need to be practiced. They need to be rehearsed in a team setting. Oh my God. It's got the drop on you, son.
I like how the little command on is like, you can hold on or you can let go and let death take you. The real-time tracking is very helpful. I can't imagine how confusing it must have been back in the day when they didn't have the technology that we had,
Sure. I wonder if those actual, contour lines are accurate to the terrain of the map. That would be super cool to get get a little view of all those contour lines and seeing the elevation change and see if it's accurate to the map. That would be absolutely amazing.
What is he setting up here?
Looks like an outpost. I'm not really sure what significance that has in the game. Let's see. All right, running with a smoke. All right, let's obscure some movement here.
A noble maggot, look out! He just threw a smoke grenade right towards his... Oh God, did that bounce off?
Oh, right there on the rooftop, schwack him!
Yeah, it looks like the dividing line is that river. Looks like maybe they're trying to get across the river, maybe. Ooh, I love it. Love the artillery. This game looks really crisp and real kind of lived in and wet. Very moist in this European backdrop.
Okay, bro. This guy is grenade happy. How many grenades does this guy carry? Oh, right there. Light him up.
Germans are pushing forward, man.
They're kind of going on the offensive here.
Yeah, I can imagine him drowning there. I can imagine it would have been tough doing the river crossing with all your equipment. Oh!
Take that, Hans. Uh-oh. Is that friendly? Was that friendly? Friendly fire? In my experience, it is not wise to throw any type of grenade uphill, because I've seen them in training exercises where you take contact and, I've seen some dudes throw some frags, like some training frags up a hill, and they just roll down. Yeah, so not the most, advantageous way. You never want to throw grenades uphill unless, you're in with close proximity, or you are come from a baseball background where you played catch as a kid with your dad.
Clear
The
it.
cool thing is, like, I'm not seeing any real, battle drills, as we call them in the military, being utilized in here. I mean, obviously it's a video game, and there's some creative play you can have. But in real life, victory. When you're knocking out a bunker, there's an actual battle drill that comes with that.
Really great maps. I'd love to know where they get their kind of baseline reference for what these maps are made from,
I mean, as far as what I've heard about the game, it's pretty accurate as far as, terrain and the maps that they've played. But it looks like that this menu, we can pick our loadouts.
Yeah, it looks like you have different infantry, different jobs. The assault, the rifleman, the medic have different weapons and then different loadouts that they deploy with. I wonder where you guys let us know in the comments, where'd they get the name Hell Let Loose from? Because I think that's what? Gladiator? On my signal, unleash hell.
Let's see, I wonder what kind of map this is too, because typically in a 1 to 50,000 scale map, 1 grid square is equivalent to 1,000 meters. So if all of those grid squares, if this is a 1 by 50,000 map, oh man, they're going to be having to go quite the distance there. Here, let me get on this Panzer.
We're the German troops right now.
Yep, we're in Germany now.
The awesome German.
For the fatherland!
Fighting in the cold, man. Back then, especially. We got all sorts of great gear in the modern era.
Your weapon's made of wood. A lot of features are made of metal. That shit gets cold. Operating that, your dexterity goes out the window. All motor skills decrease. So it just makes, operating such an, even a bolt action, such a challenge.
Yep.
Ooh, the stick grenade. Let's go.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
I like the animation. Unscrewing the cap and tossing it.
Uh-oh, that's a little close to your boy there.
Oh no, Franz!
Oh, that dude just got pelted. Interesting. It's actually, the design of a lot of German equipment back in World War II, it was way more advanced than, the Allies.
I like it, man. Yeah, I mean, apparently the war machine was in full swing long before anybody else.
There it is.
That's all right. I know
Drop
the killing gets you excited. Great animations with the clip there and the bolt action.
Ooh, get him. Oh, yeah. Drop it, boy. One shot.
The Americans are dying.
There it is. That was a good shot. Oh, man.
Fired many bolt actions in your time, Cameron. I have a little bit of experience, but not much.
Typically, the bolt actions I've experienced with are long-range weapon systems, so sniper rifles. I shot snipers in my time in regiment, and that's because but they were mainly semi-automatic. And that was the M110, being in the recon and sniper sections, so we would do a lot of cross-training. So anytime the snipers would have a range, we would have the Remington 2010s, which are current bolt actions. What's that? The hammer. Oh, we're pounding nothing.
A little bit of Minecraft going on here.
Yeah, we're Minecrafting.
That's one thing I love about games like this is that anyone who's really into historical accuracy, I'm sure the game developers take their time and try to get it right, and then there's also the people out there in the community that are like, well, actually, let me give you a few notes there.
There you go, right at the bottom.
Cameron, did you ever build anything while you were actually on deployment? I know we did, basic training, AIT, we would build dug-in positions and maybe a little bit in SEER school.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of experience, in training, especially in Ranger School. In Florida phase, you were digging fighting positions every time you get into a patrol base. So, I mean, that's 10 days straight. You also do like an entire day before you go out into your field training exercise where you just build fighting positions, building up our base defense. I mean, we had...
Oh God, that's a little close.
Placement. That's very close, my friend. No, it didn't go off. It's a dud. It's a dud. It's a dud. Okay. All right. Hopefully we got some guys with us, because if he's just charging by himself, wouldn't be,
he's out flapping.
Wouldn't be the smartest thing. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, right now we are in a known combat zone. Ooh, victory! The Axis forces win! Ah!
No! Well, Cameron, that's it. That's how Let Loose. What did you think?
Oh man, yeah, Hell Let Loose. The gameplay looked really solid. The actual graphics were super crisp. I really loved the environment. I loved how you could get that topographical map and it had the contour lines, those specific details. As far as realism, obviously you can't just, build an outpost out of nothing.
Yeah, man, I really appreciated what looked like a real hardline historical accuracy. And then I'm always a big fan of any game that allows the teammates to communicate with one another, because that gives that freedom, really practice and get good and come up with an SOP and really gel as a team, that I think is like super vital out on the battlefield in real life.
Well, Gamologists, we really appreciate you guys joining us for this gameplay of Hell Let Loose. If you liked this video, make sure you're subscribed to Gamology on Facebook and YouTube to see more videos like this and to see more of Israel and I.